We are beyond saving right now. There is nothing I think we can do. Nobody can save us. If you think about it, it's like the average humans nowadays, they don't understand simple concepts like how the fiat or the currency or the money works, how inflation works. They don't have a grasp of like the combined interest rates, any of those like simple concepts. It's not simple, but it's supposed to be simple compared to the biggest problem here, the AI. We're talking about a technology that it's now a day, right now, is deciding our job applications, is deciding our bank loans, is deciding on our insurance claims, is all being filtered and processed by the AI. And the problem is nobody has a grasp of how this functions or how those outcomes are actually being processed. Even the companies, like even the engineers that it's making, that are making those AI modules, they don't have they give it like, okay, this is how you learn, but you don't understand how it came to the conclusions on each and every case it decides. And then you have the politicians that is actually supposed to regulate and make the rules for those AI modules, doesn't have absolutely no clue how they function. So we are basically doomed. You could look at any, for example, in the EU, we have the, according to GDPR regulations, you have, if AI was involved in a decision concerns you, whether it's, let's say, a loan, bank loan, for application, for example, you have the right to appeal it and discuss it with a human being. But this human being wouldn't be able to give you any sort of explanation on why this was decided. So the whole point is missing because they don't know it, even the company, because the bureaucrats that has been using those applications, they don't have absolutely no clue, except that this application, this module is very good and it makes our job faster or easier. And even the company that they are buying a license from, or the company that provide them with this program, wouldn't even have a clue on how, on thousands and thousands of like patterns or info that has been put in there, that it's actually to come to the conclusion to yes or no to that. And then at the same time, we don't have any understanding of how it actually works, even it's deciding for us. And then another thing is that those AIs are learning from patterns in terms of like, so we feed it thousands of cases, and according to those 1,000 cases, AI starts to decide accordingly. So it's learning from another humans or past or like archives of cases. But then what if some of the cases have been decided by a biased person or by a racist person or a person that, like, for example, doesn't like people from a certain origin or people that have in a certain religion or women or I don't know, homosexual or retro people. So it's just like retro people. Actually, somebody doesn't like the retro people, like the old people. So discriminating based on age, for example. So AI will be deciding, but since we don't have a grasp on why it did that, then that's what I'm saying. We are doomed. And it's moving so fast that even any regulations we try to introduce, it will be already too late because it's already evolved. Okay, something cracked here. Hope it's just the wind. I gotta go. Maybe the AI is monitoring our videos now.